What is up, guys? It's the dude. That's right, the man, the myth, the legend. And a lot of you guys have asked, how do I install Europa Barbarorum? In my opinion, one of the best mods I've ever played. Where do I get it? And how do I make it run so it doesn't crash or do any of those horrible things that we all fear and loathe when we install a mod into a game? And I'm going to show you. I'm going to try to keep it really quick, very simple. There's no need to get overly complex. And then I'm going to make another video right after this on how to make Europa Barbarorum 2 look as beautiful as possible. Make it look like it's a new game. Okay, so let's get started with this. Now, here we go. So what we have here, which of course the link will be in the description, is Total War Center. If you're not familiar with this, get familiar with it. There's awesome mods for everything you can think of for every Total War game. Okay, so the first thing you need to do, obviously, is go right here. Version 2.35. It's been released, boys. Now, they are working on a new version, which will be phenomenal. But if you want to play it right now, which I recommend you do, because you cannot... This mod is for every faction. So play a faction that you really want to play right now, and then when the new one comes out, play a new faction. It's that simple, guys. So it has all the directions here, okay? Now, some things you should know. When you're going to be doing a lot of modding, okay, so my games are Steam. Now, what I've done is I've moved all my Steam games out of Programs 86. And let me tell you why. Programs 86 with older games can sometimes have problems with mods. And I mod every freaking game I can, because there's always some benefit, like some feature that wasn't in there or something specific to my heart and soul, guys, that I want to put a mod on, okay? I have mods on even on Deus Ex Human Revolution, okay? So with some of the older games, you won't run into some of the problems that you will when it's in your Programs 86, okay? So that's something to consider. Now, if you do have it in your Steam apps, your C, whatever drive, Program 86, a lot of mods will work, including this one, but there's always a potential for problem. It's kind of like up in the air when there's a problem. So that's a recommendation I would give you guys, to move all your Steam games. If you like modding, having mods on your games, you will. Since I have done this, I've never run into a problem, other than there's a problem with the mod. And that's more of an issue with the mod, opposed to your computer having an issue with the mod. Okay, so that's number one. That's what I would recommend. Now, this will work on Programs 86. Okay, so it will work. Now, here's the links. Okay, now I recommend for anyone that's not familiar with modding to go ahead and get the installer. Okay, now the non-installer to me is, I think, anytime there's an installer, you want to use it, but sometimes with an installer, you can run into problems. Whereas if you just get all the raw files, for example, I have a backup here. Okay, you always want to. I always back up my original game, because I like to try different like sub mods, which I'm going to show you in this video as well. But you basically just take this file, boom, put in your mods, and you're good to go. Okay. So that's what the non-installer version is. And you have some different links here. I would just go to the direct links, but let me show you. So you would download this. Very simple. If you guys don't know how to do that, you probably shouldn't be installing mods if you don't know how to press a link and have it download. Okay. Now, another program you will need is WinZip. Okay. Free program. Don't have to buy it. It works for everything. Now, I recommend you guys buy it to support. I've bought it in the past in my current version of Windows. I have not bought it yet, but support them. They're great. It's a great program, and they deserve the support. I've paid in the past, so I don't really feel like I should have to buy it again because I reinstalled Windows. But that's just me. Anyways, so here we have EB2. This is very simple, guys. You're going to open it. And here we got WinZip, WinRAR, okay? And you just Google that. You guys can easily find it. You just download it, install it, just like anything else. You come on down to the EB2 execute. Click on it. It's going to run this little thing, right? Let's do its thing. And okay, come on. So much fun. All right, so it's now this is the way I do it. There's several ways to do it. You can extract everything to a folder and then do this, but I don't see any reason. There we go. And yes, we want now. It's just your computer's asking you for permission. That's all that was, by the way. And then you're just going to go through the prompts. Next. I accept. Next. Now, I'm not going to install this, guys, because I already installed. I want to reinstall everything. Then you go next. Now, this would be the path. Okay. All you want to do is install it into Medieval 2 Total War. And let me show you what that looks like. Okay. Now, if yours is in Program 86, obviously you want to make sure this says, D, F, C, whatever your drive is, Program 86, Steam apps, comment. But the main thing, the only really thing you need to know is wherever your Medieval 2 War is. Okay, let me get that up. Okay, so here is Steam apps common, Medieval Total War. You want to direct it to this folder. And then all you're going to do, now, hold on, there it is. Then you just got to press next and install it. It's that simple. I'm going to cancel because I ain't doing that. There's no reason for me to install the game that I already have on board, and it's actually running. Now, some of you have even had problems of the game crashing. I'm going to show you how to fix that as well, guys. Now, if you're doing the manual version, very simple. Copy this. Copy. All right. You right click. Copy. You go to Medieval Total War. Now, the only difference with this, see, I have the EB2 folder. So it's going to have everything in here, right? Let's close that. I don't need that open. But all I'm going to do, I'll go back, just make sure you guys understand it. Go to Medieval 2 Total War. And then you're going to want to click on the mods folder, right click, and paste. That's simple. Or you can even do it this way. Whoop, and drag it over. But you want it to be in the mods so that it looks like this, EB2. Right? You want that EB2 there. And it's that simple. Now, when you do it this manual way, okay, you're going to want to make a shortcut if you want, but you're always going to launch it from this shortcut, Europa Barbarorum 2. Now, that will happen automatically, I believe, on the manual install. But if that doesn't, all you have to do is find this file. Where are you? EB2, of course. I can't find it. Where are you? Oh, there it is. Launch. Okay. Right click. And then you're going to want to create a shortcut. Boop. That's it. I already have it. So I'm just going to delete that. and then just drag it out here and put it on your desktop. It's that simple. Super easy, guys. Okay? Follow this awesome tutorial step by step. Now, we've installed the game. Right? The game's installed. Right? We're good to go. Not quite. There is another program. Okay. Let's see here. Let's open a new folder. All right. You're going to go, the link will be in the description. You're going to want to get the large address aware. Now, you're going to want this for pretty much any older game. And when I mean older, probably 2016 below. That's probably, I just recommend it. I don't know why, but some games, you have to use this. It, for whatever reason, some older games, especially, now this is a 2006, you know that. I use it for everything. And all this does is make sure the program that you are running is going to be able to use as much RAM as possible. And when you use these bigger mods, they've expanded everything. The original game, the memory, everything's been expanded. And some of these older games, what happens, you run out of memory, game crashes, especially after big battles, right? Chris Everts, I had to tell him to use this. I love this guy, but come on, man. You should know better. No, I'm just kidding. What you guys want to do, just download this. Come down here, download it. I already have it, so I'm not going to do it. You download it. It's a zip file, right? You unzip it, install it. That's it. You install it to wherever you want to install it. And then you have a little shortcut, right? So we'll just go back here. Okay, so once you've downloaded that, I had to make a little cut because I screwed up. But you guys didn't notice that, right? All right, anyways. So there it is. So you got a shortcut wherever you installed it. Doesn't matter. You're just going to go ahead and open it. Right? Very simple. And all you have to do is select where you would like. So right now I'm in Empire Total War. Okay. So I'll do this for medieval too, because that's what we should be focusing on, because it's what this tutorial is about, apparently. So let's find medieval Total War. Now this runs off of the kingdom execute. M, right? M. That's an easier way to find it. Now, what I do, you have your kingdoms. Now, this one runs off your kingdoms, but I go through each one of these, and all you got to do is open it. I've already done this, as you can see. So once it's open, you click this little box, and it tells you right here, check this box to enable the application to use more than 2 gigabytes of memory, which is, yeah. Why do you want a game running under 2 gigabytes? Because this game was originally made to run under 2 gigabytes. Like 2 gigabytes are like, man, that's a lot of memory back then. And you save it. It's that simple, guys. Click save. I already done it, so I'm not going to do it again, obviously. But I do that. Oh, let's just open again. And it'll even save it to where you were last at. So there, you just come right back. You just open it up again. Actually, you don't even need to open up again. You save it and then just click on this again. And I do it on everything just to make sure. Because I never know if I'm going to be using Medieval 2 Kingdoms. But I click on everything. Make sure every program that's running where I have a mod runs at more than 2 gigabytes. Period. End of story. Done and done. Now, that will make sure I never have a crash, guys. Never. I can tell you right now, if you do these steps, you will not have a crash. I alt-tab out of the game all the time because I'm recording, doing all kinds of stuff, making sure my files are right, blah, 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 blah. Something happens when they're recording. Oh, crap. I gotta go out. I want to delete that. Literally running out of space on my hard drives or something because I have like 20 videos. I'm like, oh, I got to delete some old videos or something. while the game's running. And sometimes I'll walk away, go have a Coke or something, watch some TV, and the game's still running, not up, going in and out. And typically when you run mods, you don't want to do that. And you shouldn't do that. But once you make these steps, you shouldn't have a problem. I have yet to have a crash. Huge battles, playing for hours. EB2 is really good about this. They'll even they have a pop-up saying, hey, you've been playing for an hour. Maybe you should shut it down and restart it. It's because a lot of people don't take these steps, and then they have to answer the questions of, why did my game crash? Now that we've got the basics out of the way, there's one more step we can do. Okay, so let's launch the game. Okay. All right. So I got stainless steel on there and the EB2. So all you're going to do is select EB2, select mod. Very simple. If you don't know how to open a game, bigger issues. Okay. Now the next one's going to be on the reshade, the next video. So we go over that properly. But this is more about installing the game. Now, what I want to show you. Now that's loading up. That's why it's taking. So yours will not take this long. That's actually reshade loading up the effects. Okay. Now I can just press escape. And I'm going to show you right now. Alt tab. Game's running perfectly fine. A lot of people will have crashes if they try to do that. I just can keep going back and forth. And I do it all the time. Huge battles. In the middle of battle. In the middle of loading. I never have a crash. Okay. It's not because I do have an amazing computer, but it has nothing to do with that. It's because I did those steps. So if you do those steps, you should not have a problem. Now, here's a very cool thing you can do. So go to your, right over here, open your task manager, right click, task manager. I already had it open. And you're going to go to your medieval2.execute. So you go to details, all right? Go all the way to this tab right here. Details. Right click Medieval 2. You're going to want to set the affinity. Click on it. Now, you want to uncheck all processors. I don't know what processor you have, but for me, I have 6. Okay. So, with 12 threads. Okay. So what we want to do for mine is you want to try to run this game on 4 processors. You can run it on 2, but if you have 4, it's better to actually run it on 3. Don't ask me why. So if you have 4 processors, scale down to 3. You do not want to run on processor 0. So if you open this up, it'll say 0, 1, 2, 3. So what you would want to do is unclick all processors. Skip 0. I don't know why, guys. Don't ask me why. 1, 2, 3, 4. For me, because I have 6 processors. Okay. So I want to skip these other 2. Now I could also do this. It really doesn't matter. Is you just don't want to run off of the first processor. From what I understand, is when you do that, only one processor will do all the work. When you do it like this, you take it off a CPU, for whatever reason it works, now the load will be spread out. Okay, and you're going to hit OK. Then the next thing you're going to do, right click on Medieval 2 again. You're going to want to set priority to real time, baby. Real time. Real time with the dude. Okay. So go ahead and set, I just said it. No big deal. It's going to say, do you want to change the priority? Yeah, hell yeah, I want to change the priority. So you can close out of there. Now, what this does, if you notice, and you should do this if you're playing without a mod. You'll notice that when you're playing, you'll have for example, 100 FPS. You have your FPS counter, and you're like, man, I'm getting 100 FPS, but it's really laggy. It's choppy. When you do this, that chop will go away. Now, I record. I have max graphics on. I have reshade on. Mine's smooth as butter. Now, sometimes in my videos, it's choppy, and that's just because I keep forgetting it's choppy when I scroll in with the mouse, and that's the camera thing, and I should be using my keyboard to scroll in. And it's just it's not a bad habit. It's just I'm so used to using the scroll button on my mouse. So that's the only time it gets choppy, and that's more just the camera motion than so I'm trying to get better with using my keyboard. But you guys will notice a night and day difference, and you will get more FPS, by the way. I noticed like at least 30. I don't remember the exact number, but it was at least 30 FPS jump. I was getting like low numbers. I was like, wow, what the hell? I have this awesome computer. I'm getting like 50 FPS on Medieval 2 Total War, a 2006 game. I'm like, man, what is going on? So those are the tips to get this game running smooth as butter and enjoying this game. Now, the last thing I want to show you guys, and this is more opinion, okay? So let's go back. So that's EB2. Let's go back here. The one issue I have with EB2, and it's only one, is a choice they made to have rebels full garrisons, and it's not a problem for the player. Here's the issue. So in the scripting in EB2, they have these rebels, and it really limits the AI because the AI is not a human player. I think they were almost thinking like, hey, they had good intentions. Their intentions were, we're going to slow down the player. But what it really ended up happening was the player could just steamroll if that's how they like to play Total War. And then the player would find out, wait a minute, I'm finding nothing but like rebels. My whole game is rebels. Now, luckily in my Let's Play, I was role-playing, so I was forcing myself to, move troops back and doing all this stuff. A lot of people don't do that. And even in my game, I really wish I would have solved this submod. That's why I'm making this video. Now, I hope they're going to address that in the next version, and they probably are. I don't know because I'm not in contact with these particular mod authors, which, by the way, they're amazing. Don't get me wrong. This is just one little issue I have with it. So go over to the submods. By the way, there's more than one submod. And the reason I'm telling you to do this, because I can't do it, because Medieval Total War 2, the way that has the save games, once you have a save game, you can't change anything except for like graphical stuff. If you try to change anything gameplay-wise, you're going to get crashed to desktop. Okay? So let's go over to Unofficial Modding Projects. I'm going to give this guy a shout out, and I'm going to tell you why I'm going to give him a shout out as soon as we get over there. Radically Improved Game Experience by IDAMZ. Okay. IDAMZ, change your name, because changing something cool like I'm cool or something, or like I love the dude, I would accept those names. Actually, I only accept one name. I love the dude. So I'm giving this guy a shout out because I tried this mod. I had to. One of the reasons I made it back. Now, I always make a backup, but one of the reasons I made it backup, I installed this mod. And it's very easy. You're just going to download it, just like we said before, and you're going to place it. I can show you real quick this so we're not getting confused here. It's going to come like this, EB2. You take it, copy it, right? You copy EB2, and you just place it in the mods. That folder, quick access, common, there we go. And then you go over to your Medieval 2 mods, and you're going to right-click on mods, paste. And it's going to ask you to replace because there's going to be new files, and you replace. Now, if you have a save game, it will automatically crash when you try to load the save game. Because in Medieval 2, everything is tied to that damn save game. So if there's any like minor changes, like in other Total Wars, you can change like the stats mid-game. Like, oh, my Hastati, they're too weak or they're too strong. I want to change, how they react. And this does. Then we'll go down here. I think his latest version is 1.5. Okay. Has battle AI improvements. I can verify that. It says faster battles, but I didn't really see that. And I'm going to tell you how to get longer battles, which I like, in addition to this mod. There's another sub mod that I'm going to show you. Now, I went through the game fast style. Wasn't role playing. I was testing out this sub mod. What it does is it stops the scripts of these rebel, strongholds. And what happens is the AI in the game can never get going. It takes them a long time. And some of them never get going. So you end up with, you go out in the world and you might have some factions that have moved up. They finally defeated the rebels. But a lot of the armies will be bashed because they had these gigantic battles with the same rebels over and over and over. And for a mod that's super historically accurate, you're really kind of breaking that with this rebel mechanic. And I know what they were trying to do, and it was a smart thing to do, but it didn't work out. I'm sorry, EB2 team, it did not work out. I tried this. Carthage immediately had Sicily. Not immediately, obviously, but they expanded in Spain dramatically. All the other northern tribes expanded dramatically. Now, in my game, they've now expanded, but that's because I'm like on turn 70. I'm talking they beat the rebels and were battling each other. In my game, I'm not really sure if they're battling. I've seen that they've expanded a little bit, but I also still see a ton of rebel strongholds, which I really hope the AI destroys them so we can fight actual factions. And that's what this mod does. It makes sure that you're going to be fighting Egypt, Carthage, Macedon, Sparta, whatever. You're going to be You're going to be fighting all these people instead of rebels, which are very weak, by the way, but not when the AI is using, auto resolve. And a lot of times they're losing. I saw Carthage in my own Let's Play lose to those rebel armies down in Sicilia. Their army got destroyed. And when I fought the rebels, it was like, these are weak, super weak. Okay. So the rebels just didn't work. And there should be rebel uprisings. Like that should be in the script. I think that is important, and maybe, I don't know if you can do it. I don't know much about it, but maybe just a suggestion, only rebel uprisings for the player, nothing for the AI. Guys, the AI will never match the player's ability. You always want to make it harder for the rebels. And then you can have a light version for people that don't really play and they just want to conquer the world in one day. Okay? But for most of us, we want to play on very hard. By the way, you should play this on very hard, very hard. I really wish I could have incorporated this if you guys will allow me, I would start over my Let's Play. I honestly would. Because what I saw playing this was, damn it. that came to my mind like, damn it. And I tried to. I tried to install this and load a save, immediate crash. And then I learned that Medieval 2, the way it saves its games, you can't change it. You can't change anything except for like I said, graphical stuff. I am going to try a graphical submod. Now, what I would recommend getting this, okay, this submod. So let's go back. And then this is a little more complex. Where are you? And I tested this out. It really does work. 4 longer battles, guys. 4 longer battles. If you want longer battles. And a lot harder battles. Where are you? Let me see. Oh my gosh. Where? Oh, there we go. Generals, harder battles. And this actually works. I was a little skeptical, but it really does work. Because one of the problems, now it doesn't happen every time. Medieval 2 is not that bad. Like, people really give it some problems. I know this, you're like, oh my God, what is all this? So, this is just to extend the battles because you will run into, for sure. Now, what I've noticed about, what you'll run into is Medieval 2, just like every other Total War. General runs in first, dies. Now they lose all the morale. Okay. And all this mod does, it's a very simple mod. It looks really complex. It's not. But what this mod does is it makes the generals much tougher. And in Medieval 2, it's actually pretty good because they will send him in. Right? But he does retreat. He will retreat. And if he's really tough, and this only affects the AI, it will not make your generals tougher. That's what's so great about this. But they will retreat, and then you can have a more traditional battle, flanking, the lines meet, all that good stuff that we all love. So ignore all this because that looks really complex. Just go all the way down to the bottom. And what you're going to want to do is highlight everything here. Okay, highlight everything here. And you can change these values, by the way. So we're just going to copy this. Now, I'm not going to do this because I do not want to screw up my game. Okay, so we'll go into mods. Okay, so we're in Medieval 2 mods. Go into your EB2. Okay. Then you're going to want to go into your data. You're going to want to come all the way down here. Okay. And you're going to want to find export, description, character traits. You're going to want to click on that. Oh, of course, it's on my second screen. Okay, there we go. Now, you want to hit Control F. Okay. And you want to put in, oh wait, I forget. You want to put in, what was it? What do you want to search for? Oh, that's right. Oh, that's the game. There we go. You want to put in AI. Oh, come on. AI General. AI General. And all this is, all we're doing is searching for that term. So you would come down to this AI General, highlight everything. I'm not going to do it because I tried this because I wanted longer battles in my Let's Play, but it did not work. Immediately crashed, unfortunately. If someone knows how to get around that, please let me know because I would like longer battles. The generals do die in my battles, and then my mighty Roman army crushes them. So if someone knows how to fix this, please. I'm not an expert in this. I just went off the mod. This mod page is basically what I'm telling you. This is what this sub mod tells you to do. And then you're just going to, once you select all this, now you can just delete it, but it's much easier just to do this. Paste. Hit paste. I'm not going to do it because then I have to, well, actually I can do it and not save it. Yeah. So watch. Beep. There we go. Now I have the mod And it's not even a mod. It's just rechanging the values of the AI general. Simple. And I really hope that now for the main mod, they went with what they thought was best. Okay. And that's because they have to deal with players that don't like longer battles. And some do. So they kind of went middle of the road. Now, from what I understand, all you have to do too, if you want even longer battles, well, it's not even longer battles. If you feel like, now I did this, I actually moved mine up to 4s. And that's the hit points on the generals. Because I found with 4, the battles were amazing. Like, it was so much better. But anyways, I want you guys to have the best experience. I know a lot of you want those beautiful, and part of the reason, not only do I want harder battles and more maneuvering in the battles, because it's a lot of fun, but also you like to go down and part of the Total War, go down and watch the glorious battle. Once your lines are engaged and it's more of a little bit of a fight, you're waiting for your men to flank, because they wouldn't always run. They would, start like you might be maneuvering your cav, and while your cav's maneuvering on the right flank to hit them hard in the back, you want to go down and enjoy the battle a little bit, Like, what's the point of seeing real-time battles if you can't look at them, except for like up in the sky, because if you don't pay attention quick enough, the battle's over. So that's me. So I like to turn up to 4. Now, what you want to do when you do this, guys, is you're going to want to save this. Now, I am not going to save it. So it's going to ask me? No, because I'm going to be recording more of my Let's Play, and the game will crash. So I can't do that, unfortunately. I really wish if someone, like I said, if someone out there, maybe the guy that made this sub mod, brilliant guy, Lasitano, hey man, hit me up if you know how to get around that with save games, because I would love to implement that in my Let's Play, but I can't because I'm way too far in to start over. And it's going really good. Like I'm there's no doubt. Straight up, Europa Barbarorum 2 is super fun as I'm playing it. I would just like longer battles. That's all. Yeah, so there we go. Very simple, guys. It's not hard. It looks hard, but once you see, it's actually not hard. But yeah, now, one more step. You want to go to properties of this. Okay. And you're going to want to put this on read only. Hit apply. That way, when you load up the game, it won't get changed. It will only read that and not change it. Okay? Because there's a possibility it might change it back to the original because it's loading all these original files. Again, if you're trying to use this on a save, unless you know the secret, which please let me know the secret, because I would love to install that other mod as well. It will crash. Trust me, I tried it. I was like, come on, baby, load up episode 27. Load it up. Crash. So those are my suggestions. Now, there are a lot of other cool mods that I'm going to try. There's like a blood mod and the arrows stick in the ground. They stay there after, you throw a pelum. So I'm going to try those. Those are graphical. So hopefully those work. But if they don't, no big deal. Just remove them. And that's it. I hope I covered everything. Here's my little, I love this mod. New Let's Play. I'm the dude. So, hey, vote that up so more people see this amazing channel, this amazing YouTuber with this amazing voice. Man, I don't know how you guys watch my videos. I watch my videos, I'm like, ugh, I turn it off. But I do enjoy sharing my Let's Play, obviously. I don't even like calling this let's play. It's just me playing the game and sharing. And I would love to get more people involved, get a Discord going. We can play games against each other, talk about mods and like Total War, strategy games, role-playing games. And I'd just like to get a little group together. Obviously, this channel is never going to be some, gigantic channel. So it'd be more of just getting a group of, people together to enjoy the same type of games. So, yeah, that's it. Guys, please like, comment, and forget the subscription. Dislike and comment. The only people who are watching are the people who already subscribed. So that does help share the video. That's from what I understand about YouTube algorithms. And yeah, that's all I got. If there's anything I missed, leave a comment. I'll try to link, and I'll have all the links in the description, and I'll try to answer those to the best of my ability. And if you know the stuff, like I said, how to get around that save game thing for me and my Let's Play, I would love to know, because I would love to implement those mods. I would love to implement those mods. So if you know how to get around that, mod authors, since I gave you guys a shout out in one of the biggest channels in YouTube history, the dude, please tell me how to get around it. I don't think there's a way, but that would be great to implement those in my own Let's Play. But that's it, guys. I hope this helped you. And the next video, which will be out shortly after this one, is we're going to go over the reshade. How to do that, how to make the game look beautiful to your own taste. You can make this game look really good. Okay, guys, I'm the dude, and I'll see you when I see you, baby.